Welcome back, YouTube. It's been a while. We've been a little bit busy. Now, I know the last few YouTubes have been a little bit scatty. We've just been putting together, I guess, a bit of a memory scrapbook instead. But we are back for a full episode today. We're going to be breaking down where we're currently at. So, catch you up over the last few weeks, actually summarise what's been going down and take you through a full day of eating where I'm at 3 weeks post-show, post-pro card win, and how I'm setting up my off-season. Now I'm self-coached, ready for my pro debut. So let's get it! We're in the kitchen and we're about to do meal one. So we've been up about... Bloody hell, how have we been up about 2 hours? I have my psoriasis hair treatment in, so please bear with the fact that I need that.
You need that?
Yeah. So bear with the fact that I look greasy, it's not. It's just wet hair. So, since getting up, you've done your cardio. I have started doing some... and checked in, so Nat is in a very exciting phase right now. Not shitting himself. No, you've not been very well, have you? So, but
I held weight because I ate on my meal.
That's it. That's it. So Nat's checked in, and I, like I said, just started doing some check-ins, and I'm about to have a coffee and meal one. We actually have a little bit of a tipsy-turvy, is that the word?
Topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy day today, because we've got a few things happening with the house. So we've got a delivery coming, we've also got a guttering man coming. So I don't know about anyone else, but like when I've got something like that on and I'm sitting and waiting for it, I literally sit and wait for it. I almost have like a freeze because I'm like, well, I can't do anything else because I'm waiting for that to happen. Oh god. But anyway, so we are actually going to take you through what's been happening the past 3 weeks. So I did a bit of a update on Instagram where I spoke through my weight changes, the new programming setup, and my training. So training nutrition basically. I feel like I'm on, the morning live. And I'm like, what are we cooking today?
Egg whites!
So, I'll take you through, I guess, what's been happening. We were obviously in America. I did have off plans in America. I think we calculated how many off plans I've had since show. Was it 5 or 6?
I think it was 5.
5.
It's been a lot of auto-regulation as well, so it's not just I've eaten it myself.
Yeah, and I've eaten more things off plan, so to speak, but they've all been macros. So actually, it could be quite nice to put a little photo in. But for example, we had a little date night for our anniversary. We celebrated our anniversary in America with some really posh food. But then when we had our actual anniversary, because we knew that on our actual anniversary we're probably just going to be
Fucked and sitting at home.
Sitting at home.
Sitting at home, fuck it.
So instead we made sweet potato. No, I had sweet potato based pizza, sweet potato and buckwheat. So it was all macroed in, and you had the famous Greek yogurt flour pizza, didn't you? So we've had off plans, but they've also been completely macro swapped, and not silly macro swapped where it's like, let's just try and fit shit into the same macros. So I'm really happy I'm really, really happy with how the last couple of weeks have gone. My food at this moment in time, so I've actually just bumped my food up 2 days ago. So training day wise, I'm on 3,132 calories, 219 protein, 61 fat, 427 carbs, and that's my fourth increase since coming off stage. I had a really great original baseline, just simply down to the fact of how Kuba prepped me. He did an incredible job, basically, you know, especially with me having that reverse for a period of time as well. My body feels in such a good place. My hunger's still there, but I think because we were able to keep dietary fats in a good spot as well, I've already started to have a bit of period pain. I mean, I'm 213 days without my period at this moment in time, but I'm seeing that as a real positive. So yeah, we're going to take you through training day food today because it's a training day. I have push and arms.
Push and pie or
Push and try.
try and push?
Push and try on the menu. So obviously over these different, I keep wanting to say episodes, but I find that real cringy, videos. Over these videos I'll probably be taking you through all the different training sessions, so I'll just kind of talk through what I'm going to be doing today. So rear delt fly, seated cable fly, cuffed lateral raise, Smith shoulder press, low incline machine press, EZ, oh no, I'm changing that. So this is a great thing, right? We've kind of set a baseline for my programming, of course. And whilst I'm doing those sessions, there's a few exercises that I am changing. That being said, I'm not having to change a lot of things. It's just more so by how it feels, right? Then what I'm going to make sure of is that I'm not changing things week to week. For me, I really don't like that. I think that's really counterproductive. So I will only be changing things when I feel my recovery capabilities allow, so that I can add in more volume, more sets. You know, I'll be able to basically base off how the next couple of weeks run, whether the programming that we've like currently set up, whether it's hard enough, basically. But
well, even yesterday in the car, you turned around to me and said, "Oh, I could add volume to that session." And I went, "I'm not for 4 weeks."
Yeah, because if I add it now when I'm still realistically recovering, there's just no point. You've got to kind of come slower out of the racing blocks, so you don't end up just running into a fucking wall. That was a great analogy.
So how the racing blocks you know.
Anyway, so I'll be having one other exercise which will be determined. I'll have a little look around today and see basically a bit of like front delt. I might actually do a bit of a cable.
Yeah, you didn't like one, basically.
I didn't like it, no. Yeah, well, we'll see. And then Smith JM press and dip machine. So my focus for off-season, obviously I got feedback from the judges, which is one thing, but I already knew what my feedback was going to be, and I already knew what I wanted to improve within my physique anyway. I'm very long. My arms are going to need work for the rest of my life, but it was very obvious in my opinion. So arms, I'm doing so much arm work. I'm loving it as well. And the thing is, even though they're a small muscle, like, say I'm doing 2 exercises pretty much most days, 2 sets per exercise as well, so 4 sets, it's not currently affecting.
Fucked mine up.
Oh no.
It's really ugly.
It looks great. It's not currently affecting my recovery, so arms in general, so biceps, triceps, but even of course like my whole top line in itself, but also my glutes and hamstrings. Now I know that sounds like I've just discussed everything, but at the end of the day that's kind of what it's about as well. So that is the plan today. We're about to have meal 1 by Chef Nat. That's the other thing that I've done this morning that took so long. I've done 3 loads of washing. Just so people know that.
I don't even understand.
I don't just stand here, Prissy.
Fuck no. No, she does so much. I just do the cooking because I like to.
He's so much better. Honestly, if you saw, we haven't actually discussed how, or like told people how I cook.
She doesn't. So what Hannah does when she cooks is she gets one of these bags. Oh, I've got prawns and green beans for meal 3. Puts bag on scale, throws frozen prawns in there, throws green beans in there, goes, I'll defrost when I need it later.
And then I eat it out of the bag with salt. The prawns are cooked and they're frozen, right? I don't have time. No, that's a lie. I hate when people say I don't have time. It's not my priority. I'd rather be doing something else. So Nat has pretty much changed my life by actually making my food fucking delicious. Saying that, I still found the food nice. It's just that you thought, what the fuck?
The only meal you ever like made an effort with yourself is your morning omelette. You've always had egg whites and whole eggs as meal 1.
Yeah.
And I saw you making it and I was like, can I make it for you?
Yeah.
And then it just didn't stop and it slowly progressed to all your meals just because Hannah is 17 times busier than I am. Like, let's be real.
I don't know. No, we
I'm
have.
an online coach. I do millions and hundreds of WhatsApps. It's very fucking simple compared to you who's doing video calls, making workshops, running 3 businesses. Yes, you don't have time to make it, so let me do it for you.
She says as she's standing here talking to the camera.
Business.
Yeah. I guess to be fair, talking about food is like a really good time to like segue into the reintroduction diet that I've been doing as well.
Oh, this is really
So while we were away, like I said, I did have some things where like I allowed myself to have like food, like Levan Bakery.
really funny. You've reacted to less in the US than you have in the UK.
Yeah. No, but that's what we knew would happen, didn't we?
Because the US actually.
So the US love sugar, as we know that. They don't really use like replacements very often, or they use something called monk fruit as a sweetener instead. Sorry, choking on my own spit. And so that means that a lot of their food I can actually eat, because my biggest reaction, the thing that really cripples me the most, is sweeteners, so sucralose, stevia, and we have actually investigated and broken it down even further, like whether it is different types of sweetener that I can have, and honestly it's not, it's just none of it.
You roughly tolerate monk fruit.
What one?
Monk fruit is.
Oh yeah, no, but as in like stevia, sucralose.
Oh yeah, little shit.
Like aspartame.
We thought you could have stevia,
Yeah.
but you had a few drinks where like
It just wasn't worth
You
it.
drink like the first third of the bottle,
Yeah.
and be like, oh, this is okay.
Yeah.
You go halfway through and be like, oh.
Yeah, so I guess it's different reactions, and I guess it's how much you want to be like anal with it. Sucralose is literally the devil for me. I will say like two drops of like sucralose, sugar-free drops, and I blow up and I get pain and I shit myself basically. Whereas say stevia, I will have something like that and I'll just feel a little bit of discomfort. So I just feel like if I'm doing this, then I may as well do it properly. That being said, it has been very interesting, and I have actually tried reintroducing certain things, and I've found, yeah, so kimchi is one thing. So I am leaning way more towards the histamine reaction instead of gluten intolerance, dairy intolerance, that side of things. Yeah, of course. That being said, ooh, it's like stars in your eyes. Oh shit, what was it?
Histamine reaction.
Oh yeah. So I know that a lot of people have been, not like slating, but I know that a lot of people have been thinking that, oh, it's a buzzword nowadays, gut health, gut this, like no one's actually got a bad gut, it's just you're stressing yourself out talking about your gut.
It is, most people don't have a bad gut.
Yeah, most people. If you saw how my psoriasis looks right now, because that's a visual representation, you would understand the pain that I'm actually in. And I don't say that lightly because I don't really care about pain, do I?
No.
So, but
No.
the plaques that have erupted on my scalp from my psoriasis, due to me trialing some, different things, just show basically that I'm not chatting shit. But anyway, so I've got now a bit more of a list of what I can and can't have. Some positives realistically, because some things I didn't realise, some things I was actually using through prep. Some things are still on trial, and I genuinely mean on trial, because I won't ever say, oh, I can't have something if I haven't actually almost done experimental data with it, because I think that's really important. It's not, oh, I've tried it once, X, Y, Z. There's going to be different situations and scenarios where I'm going to be more sensitive right now. So there may be certain things that I can't have right now that I might be able to have in off season, like when I'm actually deep in off season. So on the list, onion. Wow. So that's a bit of an obvious one because it's a high FODMAP food. But I had this onion steamed bun, and it was the Vietnamese one, and it was literally just chicken and onion in this bun. The bread was fine, and it was ridiculous, and I was actually in agony for that. And then, so garlic, onion, obviously sweeteners. Now, the more interesting side of things has been Greek yogurt. So, Greek yogurt I tried, and again I had a really quite severe reaction to that. Now, looking into that could be down to the fermentation, but it also the histamine side, but it also could be down to lactose. Obviously, when you are in a bodybuilding prep and you do remove lactose, especially because I was in an elimination diet for such a prolonged period of time, it could be that I just can allow a bit of a reintroduction to that. But like I say, with all of this, I've got to do it one thing at a time. So yesterday, I actually tried milk chocolate rice cakes, reacted to that. Obviously, it's not the rice cakes, so again, the lactose side of things is more than likely going to be the cause there. But definitely fermenting products don't work well, so which is very interesting, because I think a lot of the time people always lean towards fermented products for gut health, so kimchi, etc. But that causes such a disruption for me. So here we are with meal one. Let me get, oh nice. I don't even know if I was in camera for all of that. So what are you having?
Meal one for me is 300 grams of egg whites, 1 whole egg, 200 grams of Greek yogurt, 0% fat, 80 grams of fruit, and 75 grams of rice, kimchi and veg. This meal it still has carbs present because it needs to, but it's much lower carb because we eat pre-workout meal in like an hour and a half, and my pre-meal is like 200 grams of carb. So it's like a mini bump. It's a real breakfast number.
Gorgeous.
What are you having, Mother?
Am I in?
You are.
So I still have to read because there's certain things in life that don't need to take up my brain space, and my meal plan apparently is one of those. So mine is 1 whole egg, 200 egg whites, 100 veg, 150 sweet potato, and 100 berries. Now I've only just included potato here. The reason for that being, I actually do prefer, and I do set up most clients having pro-fat meal one. But again, like Nat's just said about how close we kind of do eat our pre-workout meal to this. My pre-workout meal is already at 100 gram raw weight rice. So I didn't want to add anything more to that at this moment in time. So for me, adding some carbs here.
Sorry.
Adding some carbs here almost will give me just a little bit extra to go into my training with. I have also been utilising. Am I still in?
Yeah.
I have also been utilising glycotank through this process, right? And it is incredible. So a massive thank you to Riz for sending this out. So it's just one capsule, and I've just been having it like 10-15 minutes before my carb meals. And honestly, I've noticed such a difference. So this is a GDA for people that can't use GDAs. So big up. Obviously, you can get all of our supplements that we use from 365 Nutrition, TPWH10, or is it NA10? NA10, either one. But yeah, we're going to dive into this. Stick on some YouTube.
I'm already eating.
He's already eating. My arm hurts. Ow. I agree. I think your right side just looks a little bit fuller across the top line and almost a lot more relaxed as well. Now, what I would like you to do...
To stand up, because you're sitting down basically. Sitting down and pushing the bum behind. So when you stand directly down, but it's going to feel as if you are shifting the hips in front of you. Okay.
In with the meal 2, which is pre-workout. So we've got... look at it. 100 gram of raw weight rice, 110 raw weight chicken, 100 blueberries, and 15 dark chocolate. It is. And actually something that I have also changed is I was having 1 gram of normal salt, 1 gram of low salt with every meal, but in my pre-workout meal I'm just having 2 gram of normal salt. So yeah, just a little adjustment there too. Pre-workout nutrition. Pre-meal is in, and in goes my actual pre. So it's push and try, as I mentioned today. So it's 25 gram of tank mode and 15 gram of turbo pump. I've been using these now for months. I don't have anything else, and I absolutely love it. But I actually have it with my pre-workout meal. because then I get to the gym and I'm actually like raring to go instead of waiting for some pre to kind of like kick in at all. I don't get any drop-offs with this as well, but that's because of the great panel that it has. And of course, like, this is suitable for people with any digestive stress, which is fucking fantastic. So that is going in now. And then a little change to my actual intra workout. So I always have creatine and glutamine on wake, which I've already drank. And then for my intro, which I will do shortly, I have creatine and glutamine again, but my intra carb now is 25 grams. So I'm currently using the engineered, again, the carb tank, and then glutamine and creatine, I just use the Perform creatine. They're both unflavored, so I just kind of use, I say any brand, obviously they're not made equally. If you get them from, you know, some Amazon, things like that, sometimes they're not as good. But yeah, I've just got the Perform creatine and the supplement needs glutamine. The other thing that I am actually incorporating, using, I cannot use EAAs because they are flavored, because they have sweeteners. So I have got the anabolic amino Olymp mega tabs. So these are just your normal aminos, but in tablet form instead. So it does make me rattle a little bit more. It's more tablets to take, but that's what is going to be beneficial for me.
Can you film me drinking it pre-workout on YouTube? Because it's fucking savage and you just don't care.
What do you mean?
Tank mode tastes like petrol.
Didn't taste that bad.
Forgot to film a meal because she was hungry.
Yeah, so next meal, I don't know the grams of my protein anymore.
This one, it was 200 grams of prawns, 100 grams
200 grams of prawns, big boy.
100 grams of veg, 10 grams of almond.
10 grams of almond butter, I need that bit. So yeah, so I have a pro-fat meal between post-workout and obviously my second to last meal, simply because we do usually eat this quite close to post-workout. It was about an hour and a half. So reality is I don't really need carbohydrates in this portion of my day, just to keep insulin sensitivity in a good place as well. And I'm hungry.
I have fish and rice.
Beautiful. Okay, so we have been so absorbed with work, but something that we actually sat down to do today that you can kind of see in the background, when Nat, was it when you moved in February? But whenever, we actually sat down and we did a bit of a goals board. We put it all out there, a vision board, goals board, whatever you want to call it. And we wrote out what we wanted to achieve by not just the end of 2025, but just some goals for us, whether it be personal, relationship, business, professionally, competing. So we sat down today and we actually went through, we didn't have time to do both of ours and we knew that. So we did Nat's board. We reviewed the 2025. We kind of said, okay, if we didn't achieve this or we haven't achieved this yet, how are we going to achieve this?
Ticked a lot of shit off too.
Ticked a lot of shit off. And it was incredible to kind of be able to go through all that, reminisce and be so excited for what's to come. But yeah, we didn't have time to do mine as well because we've had our own, obviously, calls, etc. So the next meal here, And that is 170 raw weight of 5% beef, and then 150 potato and 100 gram of veg. One of my favorite meals. As soon as I was writing this, we were writing this new plan, I was like, I need meat. Like, I need mince in there because it just tastes so good. I miss red meat. Obviously, the other things about red meat, again, so good for female hormonal health, iron levels, etc. So one of my favorite meals for sure. I did actually take one capsule of the Turbo Digest 10 minutes before this as well. So I'm going to dive into this, and then I have a very exciting call at 5 o'clock with a special federation. So I'm very much looking forward to that, and hopefully I can keep you guys updated on what's to come there. Are you good? Oh, he's a turtle. Wow. Wowee, Ronnie boy. Another aspect that I absolutely love that we have done this week. We put up the tree. That's our first tree. How gorgeous. And we've got a very special addition as well. Our little DC. My final meal is, well, my starter. Pop chips. Salt and vinegar pop chips, 41 grams of those. They were actually the Quaker Oats chocolate rice cakes. Ran out of those yesterday. So I am allowing myself the calorie carb equivalent in what I would please. Some call that like free calories, but it's not. It's not free calories. It's not like I'm going to just have like a chocolate bar, for example. I want it in a more carbohydrate source. And then my final meal is an absolute corker. So it is 75 buckwheat. It is 200 fruit, 20 dark chocolate, 20 almond butter. Have we got pumpkin today? No. We ran out of pumpkin, so we've been having 100 gram of pumpkin in there for a little bit of a, like, different texture as well. And then egg white powder for my protein source. And that is a wrap of my 20-day food. So we're gonna go sit down now. It is 20 past 7. 20 past 7. So we've just kind of finished bits off. Gonna sit down and watch Stranger Things. We're only on like episode 2 or 3 because I hadn't seen season 4. We sat down to start season 5 and I was like, I don't know what any of this. Who the fuck is... Who's Chrissy? So we actually managed to enjoy all of season 4 together as well. You burn your hands? No. Yes. And then Nat has done all of tomorrow's food.